Now I want to talk a little bit about your mental strategy when it comes to driving the ball off the tee. So if you get up to a hole, a lot of trouble around, maybe there's water to the right or bunkers or whatever, are you thinking about the trouble? Are you thinking about the fairway?
No, I really try to look, not necessarily beyond that, but I try to have a really positive approach to the tee and try to pick out a point maybe in the fairway, you know, whatever the course has for like maybe a 150 marker or something specific out in the distance, a tree or something that I can really pick out specifically that I find myself thinking about, so I can make sure that when I step up to the tee box, I'm having a good positive thought before I hit.
So is that that spot that you pick out, is that a spot where you want your ball to finish or where you want the ball to start?
Where I'd like the ball to start most of the time.
Okay. So now that we got that draw figured out pretty well, I think if you keep working on it, it will turn into a consistent shot for you. We can certainly step up to certain tee boxes, especially if there's trouble around, if there's water left or whatever, and pick out either a bunker, a tree, some target on, say, the right center or the right side of the fairway, and have that be our starting point. And from that point, we can be fairly confident that when our alignment's good and we're lined up towards that target, that the ball is going to turn back, turn right in the middle of the fairway, just how we like it.
Absolutely, sounds great.
Exactly, here we are, third hole. Certainly a reachable par 4, so just over 300 yards. So if you were to hit driver, hit it well, you might have a chance. Only thing I see here, a little bit of a dog leg right. And as we were talking about on the range, right now strength's not moving it left to right, your strength is moving it right to left.
Yep.
So I see you already took out the iron. I think that's a smart play. Get iron into the fairway and then really play to your strengths, which will be a full wedge game, you know, 100 to 120 yards. I think that's the best way to attack this hole.
Okay, sounds good.
So fourth hole, straight away, par 5. I think this is a hole that we can be aggressive on. So like we talked about on the range earlier, using that mental imagery, I want you, before we get up and strike the ball, pick out a target in the background, whether it be one of the bunkers, a tree, and as the ball is on a tee, I want you to picture the ball flight that we're looking for, a little bit of a right to left shot, and that'll give you the confidence to strike it well once we get up and actually hit it. All right, Zach, so we got about 210, 220 left on a par 5 here. We got a little bit of tree trouble, some hazards up by the green. There are many times where I do want you to be aggressive out here. You're a good player. Good players make birdies by being aggressive, by going after par 5s when they feel comfortable with it. However, I think this is a chance for us to just punch out, get back in the middle fairway, get in play, and rely on that wedge game that we've been working on to get up and down, make a birdie that way.
Okay.
So what I like to see here, just a little punch shot. Use what we've been working on the range, a little 90-degree back and 90-degree through, get back in the fairway, and we'll attack the. So Zach, I'd like to talk a little bit about when we get on the golf course, in terms of using some of these drills. Mentally, believing that you can make putts is a big part of actually making putts. You hear quotes all the time from Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, you know, a lot of the games played in between your ears. So whether it be thinking about the gate drill that we were doing on the golf course, thinking about the drill we were doing on the long putts, trying to get it inside that 3-foot circle, just trying to think about using that left hand, that left arm to pull that stroke through. Whatever it's going to take that will make you comfortable, make you confident as you're standing over that ball, thinking that you're going to make it, is going to do wonders for both your short putting and your long putting. So I think you can take some of the confidence that you're gaining through some of these drills that we've been using, bring them out on the golf course, and whether you think about them in pre-swing or as you're standing over the ball, being able to make a good solid stroke, being confident with that stroke is going to go a long way in those putts ending up in the bottom of the cup.
Sounds great.